Welcome to Art Business with Ness. I'm Ness and I'm a professional illustrator and surface designer. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a surface design portfolio in Airtable. It's basically a database where you're going to be able to keep track of every single illustration that you've ever made. Admittedly, this is not helpful for every type of illustrator out there. For instance, when I was a children's book illustrator, I never needed this. But since now I am in surface design, this can be very helpful because you have to have very good visibility on what you have for sale. Surface designers quickly accumulate hundreds of designs, and then if a client asks you, okay, I'm looking for Christmas designs, what do you have? You have to be able to quickly pull them up for them. And you need a way to showcase then these available designs to your potential clients. Airtable is a great way to do that. You can store all of your information and then you can choose which information exactly you want to show to your potential client. You can even embed this information directly on your website. It's quite magical. And today I'm giving you a full tutorial on exactly how you can put this together for yourself. We're going to do this in Airtable, my favorite Airtable. It is an amazing web-based app which is absolutely free to use and just amazing. If you've never tried it before, maybe this tutorial will convince you to give it a go. But right before we get started, if you're new here and you'd like to see more videos like this, then please join us and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget also to hit the little bell so you'll get notification whenever I upload a new video. Alright, without any further ado, we have much to cover, so let's just get right into it. Roll credits. Okay, so first of all, let me give you a little tour here of my database so I can show you the functionality and how it looks. So I have it organized by year, so I have all of my designs for 2021, 2022, and 2023. So these are all my latest designs that I've created. I have an SKU number, the collection name, little description, the year, image. This is cool because you can go and have all the images, all your cell sheets right there in the database so that you know immediately which design we're talking about. Then I have here type, theme, date uploaded, tags, and here on the back end I have even more information, like status, like if it's licensed, if it's sold, to whom, royalties, payout, until when it's licensed, and notes. So all the information that I could possibly want to add about every single one of my designs is right here stored at my fingertips. And the cool thing is that I also embedded this into my website to show my potential clients what designs I have available. So let me show you. This is here my website, and on the main page I have a portfolio, so just basically a little sneak peek of my best designs. But for people who want to see everything, I also have my licensing portfolio here. This is password protected, and so when I enter the password, I go into this page here, which is protected. There's a little tutorial showing people how to use it if it's the first time that they look at Airtable. And here is the database that they can see. So you can see all of my designs here with a little thumbnail and some information. Look at that. And here I have a little thing letting them know that they can also click here to see a larger version. And this opened like this in Airtable where they can see all the designs. This is a really cool way for potential clients to see all of your designs because they can also sort or filter. And that is really, really cool because I have maybe something like 120 designs right now, but imagine when I have like 500, it's going to be quite difficult to scroll through everything. But they can go and filter and add a condition. So let's say they want to see theme any of my Christmas designs. And now all of my Christmas designs pop right up. So isn't that cool? They can even search by tags because I've added keywords. So let's delete this and let's add a condition, and we're going to do tags, and I'm going to enter red. So any of my designs that have red that I've entered in the tags, they are showing up right here. I'm seeing that maybe I went a little overboard, like this one isn't particularly red. Maybe I should remove maybe I should remove that tag, but All the other ones are, you know, red enough that it makes sense that they pop up here. So as you can see, this is super cool and efficient for clients as well as for yourself to have your database. So how do you create that? So first of all, let's go to Airtable. Like I say, it's free to use, but I have an affiliate link that I'm going to put in the description below if you want to use it. So you can go and create your account if you don't have one yet. And we're going to click on the blue button here, create a base. And we are going to create it in Surface Design, create. All right, so now we have a brand new base and they give it the color purple, which you can change if you like, but I kind of like the purple. I'm going to call this test portfolio, but you can call this whatever you like. Change the color and you can give it a little icon if you like. I'm gonna give it a little icon like this. I don't know why. Controller. I think mine has like my personal one has a little gallery frame that makes sense to me. You can do a little pencil maybe or whatever you like. So now we're going to start arranging this how we like. So the main record here, it's going to be SKU number. So an SKU number is a number that you assign to every one of your designs in order to, so that it's easy for you to differentiate them from one another. You can give them names if you like, but after a certain point, you might have names that are really similar. You might even accidentally give the same name to two different designs. You know, after you've created 500 designs and you have at least 5 or 6 collections that are just about roses, you might have, you know, spring roses and cute roses and red roses, and it might start getting just a little bit confusing. And that's why a SKU number is just really easy. You can choose any sort of naming convention that you like, but something that's very easy to remember and makes sense is to use your initials. So mine, Vanessa Stoylova, are VS, and then you can start at 001 or you can start at 100 if you don't want to look noob and have 001, but it's up to you. So here you can already start adding some entries in your database for a few designs. There we go. Now, automatically, by default, you also have a few things here that are going to be populated into your grid. You have a notes field, which we do want that, but not right there. Maybe we want it at the end. But what's really cool with Airtable is that it's so easy to just shuffle columns around. Unlike in Excel, for example, you can do this in Airtable and it makes it so easy to use. Assignee, we don't want that, so we're just going to give it a right click and delete the field. Status, though, we do want that. We're just going to make sure that we have the right option. So we're going to do edit field, and this is a single select, so you can choose one of these options. Now we have to do, in progress, or done. So we're just going to change those to available, licensed, and purchased. So the difference between purchase and license is basically a purchase is a full buyout. So you just have completely lost all the copyrights. Whereas license, you have sold some of the copyrights, but you can license it again to other companies. That's why it's the yellow one. And save. So now you have this field, and if you click on the little arrow next to it, you can choose, let's say this one is available. And now we're going to add all the other fields that you need. So first of all, a collection name. That would be really good to be able to do that. So we're going to do a single line text right here, and we're going to name this collection. Create field, and we're going to put that right beside the SKU number. Then we're going to create another single line text, and this is going to be a description. So just a few words about the pattern or illustration so that we can remember what this one was about. Next, we're going to create a single select right here, single select, and we're going to name this year. So this isn't necessary, but it's really going to help after you've been in the business for a few different years to be able to group your patterns and illustrations by the year that you created them. And in order to group by year, you're going to have to create an option, a column for a year first. So let's do 2022 and 2023. You can add as many of these options as you like, but for right now, this is going to be just fine. We're going to put the year right beside the description. And then we're going to go in the menu and click here on group, and we're going to decide to group the fields in this table by year. And now you have a wonderful little group here that's been created, but it doesn't have an option yet. It says empty just because you've all let them empty. So let's say that all of these are 2022. Now see, you have a group for 2022 and these are still empty. So we're going to put them all into 2022. Let's say this one is 2023 just to mix it up. Now you have two different little folders by year. And this is starting to really take shape, doesn't it? Next, let's add images to this because it's all about the beautiful illustrations that you create. So we're going to click on the plus once more and we're going to select attachment. And we are going to call this image create field. You can use the attachment field to attach more than just this. You can attach PDFs or text files or Word files, anything that you like. I love to attach my contracts in another one of my Airtable base, but for this one, image is where it's at. And we're going to plop this right beside the year. Now let's add some images to make this more lively. So add attachment, and then we're going to select files to upload. Let's see. This is one of my recent collections and I have some cell sheets available, so I'm going to select those, upload, and let's do the next one, add attachment, this one, upload. You could upload simply just the design. I like to attach my whole cell sheet because it also has some contact information on that. And often art directors will print out your images to show them in meetings, etc. before they decide to buy it. So if you have the entire cell sheet like that and after they print it, they're going to be able to remember who you are because you have your information right there. My cell sheet also has the SKU number and the name of the collection. So let's continue. Now let's add an image type. So we're going to click the plus once more and we're going to choose single select. This is going to be type and our options are going to be placement, print, which is basically an illustration, pattern, full collection. Now you can add as many options as you like here. If you want to have a separate one for greeting cards, if you want to have a separate one for border prints, whatever makes sense for you in your business, just add all of the options that you want. Oh, border print. Border print. All right, so now we're creating the field and we're going to put it right next to the status. So now I can see here, this one is an illustration and this one is also an illustration and this one is a pattern. Let's say in reality, they're all placement prints, but let's say that we choose another one like this. If you like, you can also choose the colors for your different options. So right now, like these two blues are quite similar. If I wanted, I could go here, right click, edit field, and then I could click on the little arrow and choose a different color. So this one could be orange and maybe that helps me more. And maybe this one could be pink. And now all the colors are really different, so this is good. Save. Next, we are going to add a theme column, and this is really good to help clients sort through your designs by popular topics. So let's add a field, and this one is going to be our first multiple select, which means that in the drop-down menu, they're going to be able to select more than one, any of the options that apply to this particular designs. So let's click that, and this is going to be theme. And now you can add all of the themes that you cover. Let's say Christmas is a very popular one. You could do floral. You could do Easter. Maybe food. Let's see, what else? Animals. Maybe tropical. And let's do one more. Juvenile, let's say. All right, so this is a multiple select because sometimes more than one theme can apply. So let's say this one is floral and also tropical. That can happen, right? And one could be Christmas, but also juvenile. And this one could be Easter and food. It could be chocolate for Easter or something like that. So you can choose all of the themes that apply. Next, we are going to add a date field. So let's add a date. You have here, you have a little calendar. And so this is going to allow you to click your date in a calendar instead of having to enter it, but you can choose your date format if you wish. Now we're going to write date uploaded, create field. Now this is really cool because it's going to allow you to sort your designs by date uploaded, let's say from most recent to most oldest one. If you have included that information, then you're going to be able to sort it. So let's say that I uploaded all of these today, but this one I uploaded tomorrow. Let's say. Now we just have a few more things to create here. First of all, let's create a long text field that is going to be for our tags. So this is just an empty box and you're going to be able to write anything that you like in there. So let's say this is flowers, comma, tulips, comma, pink, for example. Now we pretty much have all that we need for the portfolio part of this database, but you can add any more fields that you like for any information that you want to have access to. Let's say this status one, I'm going to put it more at the end here. And so if you want to have information about your clients and things like that, about the money part, you can add any fields that you like at the end. For example, I have added a single line text for client. So in case I have sold the design, then I can just write to whom in this field. And I have a few more fields for the money part of things. So if you scroll down a little bit, you have a percentage field here that can be very useful if you have royalties. So you can write here what kind of royalties you're getting, or you have a currency, also very useful. So let's say that we have currency and you can write here payout, so however much money you've been paid. You can choose your symbol too, so let's say that you're getting paid in pounds or something like that, you can change that. Create field, and we're going to put it right there. Now I have a few more things in my personal one, like until when it's licensed and things like that, but you can add all of these to your own table depending on what you need and what you don't need. But for the purposes of this tutorial, we've pretty much created everything that we need. And so now we're going to be able to go to the next step, which is very exciting. Right before we go there, one last thing that I wanted to show you is right now, can you see it's kind of difficult to see these images because they're so small. There is a way that we can put this a little bit bigger so that we can see more. And this is with this icon right there that's called row height. If you click this, you're going to have a few different options for how you can see your database. You have short, medium, tall, extra tall, and these are all different options here where you can see different row heights. So you can pick whichever you prefer. I think mine is tall or medium, I can't recall. Yeah, maybe tall, and this allows to see the image a little bit bigger, so I love that. And now we're all done with the grid portion of this tutorial, the grid being your backend version when you can store all of your information. Next, we are going to create the other view, the display view that you can show to your potential clients. This one right here. So how do you do that? So let's go back to Airtable, and you're going to see a category here in your menu called views. So now we have the grid view, and you can create different views right here. We're going to want to have a gallery view. So let's click on that, and you can name this however you like. Let's say I name this Vanessa Portfolio. Create. And now we've basically created a new view of the same information. So you don't have to go and add all of your images and information all over again. It's a different view, but it's all the same information. If you add it in your grid, it's then added into this portfolio as well. However, we're just going to want to change the settings just a little bit here to make sure that the potential clients can see only the information that we want to show them. So you're going to go here in customize cards, and you can decide to choose which information shows on these cards. So the name of the collection, do you want to show that? Maybe yes, maybe no. The year, maybe that's not necessary. Description, certainly not. The image, now you definitely want to show that, but not in the description itself as the image field. You can choose which one is shown prominently. The image is obviously the one that you want to show, so you don't have to select it again here. However, the type, maybe you do, because you want people to be able to sort or filter by, if they want illustrations or if they want patterns, etc. Theme, definitely. And then what else you want to show? Maybe the tags, right? Now maybe these cards are a little bit big, so maybe you don't want to show the name of the collection, and this is good enough. You can play with this a little bit and decide which ones you want to show. Something that's very important, you certainly won't want to show the client, payout, or anything like that, because this is private information. And this step is done. I'm going to show you a few different more cool things that you can do here. So we're going to choose sort, and we're going to sort it by date uploaded. Click. And now this illustration that I said I uploaded last shows first because it is in reverse order. That means if you had like 100 patterns, it would really make a difference there, because you could see all your newest ones first and all your oldest ones would be at the bottom. Sometimes in my database, even if I'm uploading a whole collection all on the same day, sometimes I will tweak on the dates a little bit just to make sure that the ones that I want to show first are going to appear first. So by using this sorting, you can decide the order that your designs appear. Now, I want to show you another thing that is really cool. Let's say we're going back to the grid view. And sometimes when you're adding designs, let's say that I have a new collection in the work. There's going to be 004 and VS 005. And I'm also going to create a field for the entire collection. So it's going to be VS 004 to VS 005, and that's going to be the entire collection. I can already write some descriptions. Maybe this is a parrot illustration and this is a flower pattern, let's say. So I'm gonna do pattern, and this one is a placement print, and I'm going to add some, okay, let's animal, and this one is floral, and they're both tropical, let's say. So sometimes I do that. I already fill up this information even if I haven't completely finished drawing the illustrations. I'm already going to start and, just fill that up for myself. Here, this is a full collection. I'm going to put it right here. So now I have a little bit of information, but how does that appear on my gallery view? Let's go see. And now we have these cards that are empty and not finished. Yikes. We don't really want to show this to clients, right? Because these are not finished. There is a way to hide that just for the clients, but allow you to still work on your back end yourself whenever you want to without having to restrict yourself. We're going to click filter and add a condition. So we are going to choose here image and then is not empty. So this condition basically is going to make it so that when the image field is empty, these will not show on our gallery view. Even though on our backend, our grid view, these records are still there, but they don't show in basically our display portfolio. But as soon as I add the cell sheet, let's go and pick a cell sheet somewhere, a new one, unicorn, cell sheets. Okay. All right. So now I have uploaded this unicorn cell sheet and let's go see in the gallery view. There it is. Now it appeared as if by magic. How cool is that? So now this database is ready and I'm going to show you how to share it. So you're going to click on this button, Share View, and create a shareable gallery view link. Click. You have a few different options here. It's going to be very important that you look these over to make sure that people are seeing exactly what you want them to see. So this field right here, show all fields in expanded records. I really recommend that you leave this turned off. So basically, they're only going to have access to the information that is available on this view and not the information that you want to hide from them, like payout and clients and things like that. Allow viewers to copy data out of this view. This is really up to you. Personally, I leave this turned on because I don't mind if they want to copy this information into their own Airtable. It's still all information that they're supposed to have access to, so it's all good. Now they give you a link. You could just simply copy this link and send it to your client so that they can see your portfolio. But what I'm going to show you is how to put it on your website. So you're going to click embed this view on your site. Click, and this gives you a little code that you can now embed, and it's going to look like this. It also shows you a preview of how it looks on mobile, which is cool. So you can preview, it's going to look just like this. So you're going to take this code and copy it. Copy. Now let's go on your website, and I'm going to show you how to add this to your website. So my own website is on Wix. So here we are on the Wix editor, and I'm just going to go to, let's say, the contact page, and I'm going to add my portfolio to the contact page at the end just so that we can see. All right, so I'm going to make a little bit of space. Come on, drag down. There we go. Just gonna drag it a bit more down to make some space. So on Wix, you want to go here, add elements, and you're going to choose code. Here, embed code and embed HTML. So you're going to click that, and it's going to open a little box for you. You're going to stretch it out as you wish. See, we're just gonna make it a little bit bigger. All right, and now you can copy your code right here. Update, and your Airtable will pop right here. How magical is that? It's so easy. And if you have your portfolio on Adobe Portfolio, you can do the same in Adobe too. So let's see. So you're just going to choose the plus new block right here, and you have a option here for embed code. So after you've added the block, you're just going to go in the block menu and click edit embed code. And now, just as last time on Wix, you're going to be able to just copy and paste your code, and there you are. The database will appear as well. It is as simple as that, and I'm going to put it live just so we can go see how it looks when it's live. So let's go on this side. It was on the contact page that I added it, and the little thingy is added right here, our beautiful portfolio. The cool thing about Airtable and the different views is that each different views can have different settings for how it's filtered, how it's sorted, and how it's shared. So here we created a link and code to share this view, but not the grid view that is our backend. So you can change things on your backend. You can add information that is confidential, like the money part, etc., and it won't appear on the view that you have actually shared with people. However, if you add new information that are part of the fields that you do want to share, like let's say we're going to add some more sell sheets, this watering can, and let's add another one for good measure. Let's add this one with the pansies, upload. So now that we have an image, these two fields should have popped up as well on our website. Let's go and refresh this. See, these images have just appeared. So this is so cool because you can add designs to your database on your back end, and it's going to upload it automatically to your website without you having to go and update it. It's all going to be added automatically, just like magic. And this brings us to the end of this video. That's all there is to it. It's as easy as that to create this sort of a page for your website too. This is a really organized and super professional way to show all your available designs to your potential clients. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you would like to know more about how to create a great portfolio, I have a free guide available. It's called 5 Common Portfolio Mistakes and How to Fix Them. Just as the title suggests, it's going to help you find mistakes in your portfolio and self-audit so that you can make your portfolio so much better. It's completely free and I'm going to leave the link to that in the description below. But for now, that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial, and if you did, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help our small channel grow. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!